Hello everybody, hope you're all doing good. Coming here today with a bit of an update on Bitcoin. And so yeah, so as I shared in Discord and Twitter already, I'm looking for a bit of a reversal here. The question is how high I will go if we do reverse here. Because we didn't yet. But yeah, because there's a few different ways we could be looking at this move down here, you know. We could be looking at this as a flat here. Well, in that case, we have an ABC, so we can be looking for higher highs here. But we also have impulsive move down, looking like a potential diagonal. It's not a perfect diagonal, so you know, maybe we'll go lower and we'll invalidate that count. But you know, with this kind of price action, it's always a bit tedious to be really sure of the kind of count we have here. You know, I mean, we have a pretty obvious ABC down. You have pretty aggressive pullback here, so you know, not really fitting an impulsive move down on this first leg down bounce. But we can fit that into a diagonal. Right? If we're looking at something a lot more bearish, which we could, you know, you can look at this as several extensions, but I don't think that's what we are looking for. So yeah, diagonal. I found this interesting. We did sweep lots of liquidity here. Of course, all of these lows, and finally, even this lower both from May 16, and currently at the 50% retrace, and also value area low, or not the full range, but the price action since we reverse bigger downtrend here. So there is this, of course, but there's a few other elements that led me think we can look for a reversal here. So we do have a 12-hour reversal in stochastic, and we even have daily stochastic attempting a reversal here. So you know, it's still a bit early, and when we are at these levels, you know, price can potentially capitulate a lot lower without moving stochastic that much, right? It's more a question of time than the depthness of price, of course, but yeah, there's this adding to the idea that in terms of time, we should be close to a reversal. And when I say reversal, I mean a reversal of this move down, and as I just explained just before, remain to see if this is gonna be for a lower high or if we're going for higher high and potentially even new all-time high. So yeah, we do have this in mind, and of course, you know, my my little trick that I really like to look at is the order book here. And so, you know, as I've been looking at it more and more, we can see that we have decent precision in terms of top correlation with heavy spot order book, but in terms of lows, I find we have a better precision with the derivative order book, right? And nonetheless, we did, I mean, we do have a spot order book dominated by buys now, right? It's not very heavy, it's not very high in terms of depthness and volume, right? So it doesn't give me the same kind of signal that I have on the distributional side. while on the derivative, you know, trying to find the key level that seems to give the best reaction. Here is when we go beyond the 500 million mark on the 2.5% spread. And you can see how we had pretty good reaction even here, even if we continue lower, we did bring quite decent bounces out of this beating order books. So here, you know, we're just at the limit, but we're still here again. And we will, of course, we can see here also on the top level of the book, so that's gonna be just for the Binance side, while the lower is aggregated, right? Give some insight, and you can see, of course, as we are reaching it into bits. So we still have lower bits here, so you know, maybe we go lower, but you know, when we look at the reaction from the order book depthness, I'm looking especially on the 2.5% spread, so that's normal to have lower bits. That just means there's demand increasing and bits are getting a bit of front, right? And so this is good for me. This is kind of the maybe not the key, but one of the most important indication here for me to be looking for reversal here, and then we'll see how high. And indeed, if we are looking at the spot order book, so we're not into the danger zone in terms of selling anymore, but you can see here on the Binance order book that we have a nice wall just above this key swing high. So yeah, I think we could be at least reaching this, and after we still have the heavy other side into new whole arm, right, as potential target. And you know, in terms of higher degree count, oh no, that one is a C3. Yeah. Oh, okay. Still the idea that while overall we're still in a range, right? The price action since May low look a lot better as an impulse, of course, rather than a corrective move. So I think there's still chances that we will take the high. I mean, it's kind of likely, but that can take some time, and yet to see if we are into the beginning of a new really impulse into a strong bull market here, still into a corrective phase here. And so potentially what we have here, if this play out as a diagonal, we can maybe looking at an ABC move here, and maybe we have an A, B, C move here. And we can continue that for a bit. I'm really still I know in between here in terms of how high this will go and how deep we'll continue the consolidation / retrace here. So I'm keeping it step by step, you know, especially with the support of looking at the order book trend. If at some point when I'm looking at the order book, we see a side clearly losing it, right? If we're starting to close going, for example, beyond the 77k, or if we're starting to really liquidate the big bidders trying to keep price up here, we'll reassess. But in the meantime, I'm gonna follow this to just keep it on the simple weekly swing process, basically. And I'm saying this also because, yeah, I do have this, increasing bearish sentiment slowly growing here, which might be a good sign, We're starting to flip a bit more bearish. That might be a sign that capitulation is near and we might be continuing the trend up then. But it's also how I'm seeing some stuff setting up here and there. Let me think that the rest of the market might be really close to an end, right? I mean, of course, there is the French market currently because of the uncertainty we have. And I think this uncertainty is not going to decrease in the very near time. Maybe not even in the mid-term here. Then, so yeah, I've kind of this also in mind. I've been looking at this for potential tripping formation. Potentially come back inside the range here. And if we have such a move, wow, could very well be correlated with something a lot as heavy or even more heavy on the American stock market, and of course Bitcoin will probably follow, right? I don't want to be the one that is calling for a top every here and there, but I don't know. That's my 2 cents. Maybe I might be affected by the situation where I am, but yeah, I don't know. I have to say that something is going to break rather soon. And I'm hearing this little music as well, and I don't want to go too much political, but listening to and reading what is happening in the media in France here, we're hearing this little music, this little warning about economical stresses and potential problems. And of course, if we have a very unstable political process that can affect, of course, so of course it's only for France. It's not going to necessarily affect directly the rest of the world, but in terms of timing, stuff tend to happen rather in the same time, right? So I'm kind of taking this as a warning. We'll see how things evolve. For now, yeah. I'm long on Bitcoin. Not sure where I will be closing yet fully. Of course, I'll have a bit of tech profit on the way here. Most likely here on the liquidity level here. But the idea would be to, again, look at simple stuff like the daily stochastic and wait at least to see it do its rotation. We'll see where we there's also a bit of open interest on Friday option. Nothing crazy for this expiration, but we have 120 billion, and for now you can see this pocket. You have a lot of puts below 65 and you have a lot of calls above 69. So right now we are slightly below 65, so I'm staying into that range between 65 and 70, so basically inside here until Friday. I think that makes a lot of sense, right? We have been in a downtrend overall for now about 10 days, I think. That was Friday a week ago. Now looking at potentially bounce for a week or two. And what I'm looking at. Hope that was helpful. Oh, and before I forget, I didn't check that, by the way. But yeah, increasing magic spread premium, a little bit of volume, nothing crazy. On the long side, so it's slowly accumulating the longs here. Nothing crazy in terms of volume, you know, I've seen a lot more movement here, but yeah, staying back into an opportunity. And maybe one last zoomer note. No, I already mentioned that, but the week following next expiration is 6.55 billion with a max pain at 55k. So I didn't really give a pass for that right now because I don't really have one. I don't think it's impossible. We'll come back on that depending how price action goes into the coming days, right? And you know, below 70k you already have a lot of calls underwater, so you don't necessarily need to go all the way down here to have a lot of pain into that. Anyway, thanks for watching everybody, hope you enjoyed, hope that was helpful, and I see you all very soon, hopefully. See you, bye bye.